It was supposed to be just another quiet Christmas Eve in Los Angeles, the kind where the city slows down. Families gather around twinkling trees with colorful lights and shiny ornaments, and children fall asleep dreaming of Santa's sleigh flying overhead with reindeer bells jingling in the cold night air. The streets were calm after the holiday rush. Christmas lights glowed softly on houses and stores like stars brought down to earth. Fake snow machines puffed white flakes in some malls, making little piles on sidewalks that children would touch and giggle with wonder. People stayed home with hot cocoa steaming in mugs, fresh-baked cookies with red and green sprinkles, and presents wrapped in shiny paper waiting under the tree for morning surprises. But inside one big children's hospital in the heart of the city, something very special and completely secret happened every single year that no one outside the building ever knew about. The hospital was tall with big windows showing rooms full of little beds, machines beeping soft and steady like a heartbeat, and nurses in colorful scrubs walking quiet through the halls with tired but caring eyes. The kids inside were too sick to go home, cancer treatments making them weak and pale, broken bones and heavy casts, waiting for new hearts or lungs with tubes and monitors keeping them alive. Many were far from their families, missing mom's hugs that smelled like home, dad's stories before bed, brothers and sisters playing under the tree with laughter. The rooms felt cold and lonely despite the little Christmas trees and lights strung up. Parents sat by bedsides, holding tiny hands, eyes red from worry and tears, whispering, "You'll be home soon." The children felt scared, small, and forgotten. Until one Christmas Eve, a kind nurse took one small photo in secret, and that photo showed the whole world how big, gentle, and real Keanu Reeves' heart truly is. For more than 10 years, Keanu Reeves dressed as Santa Claus and visited the sick children on Christmas Eve. No cameras, no news reporters. No one knew it was him. He did it quietly, just to bring a little joy, hope, and love to kids who were too sick to go home for the holidays. The kids were in beds with 4 tubes, monitors beeping, parents sitting tired by the side holding hands, eyes red from worry and tears. Keanu came like a real gift, a warm light in their dark night. The story stayed hidden and beautiful until that one leaked photo made everyone see the real Keanu. Not the movie star, but the man who cared so deeply he couldn't let a child spend Christmas alone without hope. Every year, the nurses saw his eyes fill with tears when a child hugged him tight, and they felt their own hearts break and heal at the same time, knowing this was the kind of kindness that changed lives forever. The hospital halls had Christmas lights strung up, little trees in corners with fake snow, drawings from kids on walls, snowmen, reindeer, Santa with big bags, but the kids inside felt sad. No home cookies, no family dinner, just hospital food and beeps. Keanu changed that every year, bringing smiles that lasted longer than any medicine. Every Christmas Eve for over a decade, Keanu Reeves did the same thing with love and care in his heart. He started preparing days earlier at his quiet home in the hills, alone with his thoughts and memories. He went to a special costume shop and bought a new red Santa suit each year, so it always looked fresh and perfect, not worn out or tired. The suit had thick white fur around the cuffs, collar, and hem that felt soft like clouds, reminding him of hugs he wished he could give everyone. He wore a fluffy white beard that covered most of his face so no one would recognize him, hiding the sadness in his eyes that sometimes came when he thought of kids who were hurting. He put on black boots that shined, a wide black belt with a big shiny gold buckle that jingled a little like reindeer bells, and a red hat with a white pom-pom that flopped to the side. He added white gloves so his hands looked like Santa's, warm, gentle, ready to hold small fingers. He carried a huge red velvet bag stuffed full of toys, soft teddy bears in different colors to hug away fear, shiny action figures of superheroes to give kids strength, colorful dolls with pretty dresses to make girls feel beautiful, building blocks in bright colors to build dreams, coloring books with big packs of crayons 64 colors to create hope, puzzles with pictures of animals, lions, elephants, and princesses in castles to pass lonely hours, little cars that made vroom sounds to bring smiles, board games like Candyland and Chutes and Ladders for kids in bed who couldn't run, and small wrapped presents with shiny bows and ribbons in gold silver. He wrapped some himself with care, writing little notes from Santa to brave kid. You are strong, with shaking hands, tears sometimes falling on paper because he knew some kids wouldn't see another Christmas. Each toy was chosen with thought. A bear for a girl who cried at night, a puzzle for a boy who loved animals, a doll for a child missing home. He felt every gift like a promise of hope. He drove to the children's hospital all by himself in his old black car. No driver. No bodyguard. No cameras or reporters following him. He parked far away in the back parking lot where staff parked their cars, so no one would see him from the street with all the Christmas traffic. He walked in through the quiet back door where doctors and nurses came in and out with their coats and bags. The nurses on the night shift knew him by now after many years. They smiled big secret smiles but kept his secret safe. They whispered, "Santa is here again," and helped him quietly so no other staff or visitors would notice or disturb. They showed him the list of kids awake, rooms ready, parents okay with visit. Keanu thanked them soft. "You all angels too." His voice broke a little, eyes misty thinking of the kids waiting, knowing how much pain they carried. Keanu went from floor to floor in the hospital slow and careful. He visited every single child who had to stay there over Christmas. Some kids had cancer and were getting strong medicine through tubes that made them feel sick and tired all day, hair gone, skin pale, eyes big with fear and pain. Some had broken bones from car accidents or falls and were in big white casts on legs or arms that made it hard to move or play, tears coming when they tried to sit up. Some were waiting for new hearts, lungs, or kidneys and had tubes and machines helping them breathe or stay strong with beeps and lights that never stopped. Some were very small babies in tiny incubators with little knitted hats on their heads and tiny arms waving weak. Many were far from their homes and families in other states or countries. They felt scared with needles and doctors, lonely with no brothers-sisters play, and missed their own beds, Christmas trees with lights twinkling, mom's hugs and warm dinners. Their parents sat by bedsides, tired eyes red from crying, holding hands, whispering, "You'll be home soon." But when Santa walked into their room with jingle bells on boots and big smile, their faces changed fast. Their eyes lit up like little Christmas lights on a tree. They forgot the pain and hospital smell of medicine and cleaned for a little while. Smiles big. Some clapped hands weak. Some whispered Santa, with voice small but happy. Keanu sat on the edge of each bed very gentle and careful not to bump tubes or wires. He asked their names in a soft, deep, warm voice like hot cocoa on a cold night. "Hi there, what's your name, little one?" He listened to their wishes with all his heart and patience, no rush. "I want a teddy bear to hug when I'm scared at night from bad dreams. I want a new video game to play when I can't sleep and it's dark and lonely. I just want to go home and see my dog jump on me and my Christmas tree with lights." Keanu nodded slow and smiled under the big beard eyes crinkle kind. He reached into his huge red bag with ho soft and pulled out exactly what they asked for, or something very close and special picked just right for their heart. He gave them the toys with care and love, showed how play if needed, helped open packages if hands weak. He hugged them when they wanted, gentle and warm like Dad hugged they missed so much. He said, "You are very brave like superhero. Santa believes in you 100%. You will get better soon and have many more Christmases with your family running, playing, laughing." His voice cracked sometimes with emotion, eyes misty under beard. He stayed in each room as long as the child needed. 5 minutes, 10, 20, sometimes 30 if kid wanted to talk more. Told little stories about the North Pole with snow everywhere, about his reindeer like Rudolph red nose shining bright, Dasher fast as wind, Comet quick, how they fly on Christmas Eve with bells jingling to bring presents to good kids all over world. He never rushed. He never looked at his watch hidden. Sometimes he stayed until midnight or later 1 a.m. if kid awake talk more, parents crying grateful. When he finished every room on every floor pediatric oncology heart transplant newborn ICU, he said goodbye quiet, "Merry Christmas brave one. See you next year better strong." Left same back door dark parking lot. No one took photos. No one posted online. The kids thought it was the real Santa Claus with real magic. The nurses cried happy tears every year and said, "He's the kindest man we've ever met in this hard job." One nurse named Sarah had worked at the hospital for 5 years. She saw Keanu every Christmas Eve. She knew it was him under the beard because of his kind eyes and gentle voice that never changed. Sarah never told anyone. She respected his secret and loved that he came just for the kids. But in 2018, she had a very hard shift. A little girl named Lily was very sick that night. Lily was only 7 years old. She had leukemia and had been in the hospital for many months. She felt weak and sad. She missed her mom and dad who had to work long hours to pay bills. She missed her little brother and their Christmas tree at home with lights and ornaments. When Santa walked into her room, Lily's face changed. She smiled big for the first time in weeks. Keanu sat with her a long time. He gave her a soft pink teddy bear with a red bow. He talked about Christmas magic and how strong she was. Lily hugged the bear tight and hugged Santa too. She whispered, "Thank you, Santa. I love you." Sarah watched from the door. She felt so happy and emotional that she took one quick photo on her phone, just for herself to remember. Keanu holding Lily's small hand, both smiling. The hospital room decorated with little Christmas lights and drawings from other kids. The photo was blurry from far away, but you could see Santa's kind eyes and the little girl's big happy smile. Sarah cried silent tears looking at the photo later, knowing how much that moment meant to Lily and how much it meant to Keanu too. Sarah kept the photo private on her phone. She looked at it when she felt sad or tired from work. But one day in January, she showed her sister during a family dinner. Her sister thought it was so sweet and touching that she posted it online with a simple caption. "My sister works at a children's hospital. Look who came as Santa on Christmas Eve." She didn't say the name, but fans recognized Keanu's eyes and beard right away. The photo went viral fast. Millions of people saw it in hours. Is that Keanu Reeves as Santa? He visits sick kids every year? No cameras. No news. Just pure kindness. News sites picked it up quick. Keanu Reeves' Secret Santa visits hospital for years. Fans cried and shared the photo everywhere. This is why we love him. Real hero, no cape. He does good things when no one watches. The hospital got many donations after the photo: toys, books, games, money for medicine, blankets, and volunteers. Kids got better care and more smiles because of that one small leaked photo. Keanu never confirmed it was him. He never talked about it in interviews. When someone asked gentle years later, he said simple and quiet, "The kids needed a little hope and magic. That's all that matters." His voice was soft, eyes looking away, like the memory hurt but healed him too. He kept going every Christmas Eve. Still does. Dresses as Santa. Visits alone. Gives toys. Hugs the children. Tells them they are brave and strong. Whispers, "You will get better soon." Leaves no trace. No photo. No post. Just love and quiet joy that stays in the kids' hearts forever. The leaked photo made him sad at first. He didn't want attention, but then he saw the good it did. More donations, more volunteers, more smiles. He smiled small, knowing the kids were the real winners. The photo became a reminder that true kindness doesn't need applause. It just needs a heart willing to give. After the photo leaked, the hospital changed forever. Donations poured in: boxes of toys, new games, books, art supplies, blankets, and even money for better equipment and medicine. The kids got more visitors, more smiles, more hope. Some children who saw the photo from their beds asked nurses, "Was that really Santa?" The nurses smiled and said, "It was someone very special who loves you." Lily, the little girl in the photo, got better over time. She went home the next year and sent a thank you card to the hospital with a drawing of Santa holding her hand. The nurses kept it on the wall. The photo inspired many people to do small acts of kindness, visiting hospitals, donating toys, helping neighbors. The hospital started a Secret Santa program where volunteers dressed up and visited kids every year. But everyone knew the real magic started with Keanu. Parents who saw the photo cried grateful tears, knowing their children had a moment of pure joy in the hardest time. Keanu never stopped. Even after the photo went viral, he came back every Christmas Eve. He changed his beard style a little, added different hat, but the love stayed the same. The nurses still cried happy tears when he arrived. The kids still lit up when Santa walked in. He never mentioned the photo. He just kept giving hugs, toys, and hope. Some kids who met him as little ones grew up and remembered Santa, who made them feel strong. One boy who got a superhero figure said years later, "I fought my cancer because Santa believed in me." Keanu's quiet kindness lived on in their hearts, proving that one person can change many lives without ever asking for credit. The hospital became a place of more hope, more smiles, more love. All because one man cared enough to dress up and visit when no one was watching. Keanu never wanted fame for this. He did it because he knew what it felt like to be alone, to be hurt, to need hope. He lost people he loved. He knew pain. He knew how a small act could heal a big hurt. So every year, he became Santa to remind kids they were not forgotten. He whispered to them, "You are loved. You are strong." He left the hospital each time with a full heart, knowing he gave something money couldn't buy: hope, love, and a memory that would last forever. The kids' smiles stayed with him, healing his own quiet hurts. He did it because the world needs more love, more kindness, more people who care when no one is looking. For Keanu, Christmas wasn't about presents. It was about giving hope to those who needed it most. Because every Christmas Eve, when the world is busy with presents, parties, and family, one man dresses as Santa Claus. Walks hospital halls quiet and slow. Holds small hands tight. Gives toys and hugs. Whispers you are strong. Leaves with no one knowing. Until one photo showed the truth. That man is Keanu Reeves. And that is the real spirit of Christmas: love, hope, and kindness when no one sees. The leaked photo reminded everyone that true heroes don't need spotlights. They just need hearts willing to give. Keanu's secret visits continue, year after year, proving that one person's quiet kindness can light up the darkest rooms and heal the deepest hurts. Christmas is about love, and Keanu shows it every year without ever asking for thanks. If this story touched your heart, made you cry happy tears, or reminded you to be kind, like the video and share it with someone who needs hope today. Comment Santa Keanu, or tell us your favorite holiday memory with kids or family. We read every comment. Thank you for watching. Be kind this Christmas and always. See you in the next story. Red Heart.